about every other thing. Easy to cry. And some people easy to cry. But I cry over the wrong thing. The wrong thing. When last you cry over your soul? Cry burdened. So burdened over my soul. When last? Till you can't eat. You can't sleep. You have to get up and pray. For I'm burdened over my soul. My soul is not right with God. When last? When last? When last? When last? Come to church dry and return dry. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. For some folks when they go to work, because they idle and don't do much work, they never perspire. While the others are working hard and having kerchief, wiping perspiration, they are cool. Cool as a cucumber. As it says, folks come to church and all what happens in the church, they just sit down cool. Cool. Just lean back. Let me just hear what the preacher say. Cool. When somebody is burning out in their heart and crying out some hallelujah and crying out some praise the Lord, crying out of their heart, they stay one side and say, why won't keep quiet? Why won't keep quiet? But when something touch your heart, for no man get the blessing of God until your heart is broken. No human being. No human being get the blessing of God till your heart is broken. Anytime your heart is broken, tears flow. Sometimes you get some folks, they're supposed to give some evidence, and they're questioning them. Yes, if they did the crime, they believe in them. And the way they talk, I try. Sometimes I look at the television, and with knowledge, I try to cry. Farm cry. And they're so full that they don't know. Those that are interviewing them, they study. They study to know when your body language. They know when it's real. So God, if man study to know, God know when your tears is real. I said God knows when your tears are real. To come to your refuge and to give you a touch. Hallelujah. You need to cry. You need to cry. You can't trust the time has come. We cannot trust in ourselves no more. All those who used to trust in yourself, if you continue, you're a failure. You're going down. Hallelujah. Kingdoms, kings, rulers, governments. You see America, the government of America is as foolish as those before him. They think with all their technology, we can't go down. There was never a mightier iron kingdom than Rome. Rome was called the Iron Kingdom. Mighty and powerful. He covers the whole known world. Call him an empire. Yes, rule from sea to sea. Hallelujah. But he went down. Did you read history? And don't read kind of foolish books. Read history. And I was looking at it. You hear about, about William Shakespeare? And one day, when we were going to school, were these real men? They were. Where are they? Francis Drake and Henry Morgan. Where are they? In a matter of years, you'll soon be in your grave. It don't look like you feel like you're going to go in your grave. But as long as you are born of a woman, you have few days to live. And you see how quick you get old? Very quick your years go by. It seems like December comes quicker now between December and January than when I was a boy. Yeah, it takes a long time for you to get to December, get to Christmas. Now by the time you look around, Christmas is on its way. Time is short. And it's time for us to realize and cry out for help. Don't sit down comfortable. It's not a time to sit comfortable. There is trouble. Trouble around. Unexpected trouble. Every year. Every year. Every year. There is trouble. And more trouble. But the only hope is Jesus. Your only hope is Jesus. There was a great man by the name of Nimrod. After the flood, he decided to build a tower, get to heaven. So when there was another flood, they would climb. You think you can outdo God? You think your little nonsense brain can meet up with God? So the Bible said, after they build to a certain height, God come down to come see where I go on. When God come down and see what's going on, he was displeased. And he changed, mess up their language. Instead of one accord now, when one said bring me brick, one bring mortar. Don't understand one another. You don't know who God is. Don't play with God. Bible says kiss the Son, lest him be angry. Keep friendship with God. Keep relationship with God. For if you get him angry, if you get God angry, God, he said to Abraham, a good friend of mine, Abraham, let me tell you what I intend to do. I'm going down Sodom to see if what I hear and what I see yonder, if it's really true. I'm going down there. And Abraham begged, if you find 50, come right down to 10. What a patience God have with a man. Begging for Sodom and Gomorrah. When he reached 10, there was not 10. Not even 10. Not even 5. He has to give in. And the angel said, Lot, get out. Leave. Don't look back when you go. Leave quick. Take your children and your wife and leave. But Mrs. Lot don't want to leave. That's why I keep preaching all along the time. Women have too much things. A lot of things. They come here with a suitcase. Now, some of them need a trailer. I'm not joking. We are not joking. I don't talk joke on here. And they never stop by. And yet still they will come to church and said, we are pilgrims and sojourners. You know who is a pilgrim? A pilgrim can sleep anywhere from those carry a light load. No wonder the Bible said, lay aside the weight and the sin Some folks don't want to hear that, but you must hear raw truth. And Mrs. Lott start on his journey, but he can't carry all of them pot, the shine pot, and all the cabinet, the figurines, and China wares. Can't carry it. And if some judgment come here right now, and you have to leave for Jamaica, you have to leave for everything. Everything where you have to leave and run with your life. Like what is happening in the Middle East. Right now in the Middle East, they run for their life. They got to leave everything. All your wall to wall. Take it up and carry it. And somebody might be saying in their mind, the preacher don't want me if you have nothing. You must have something, but you must not be too excessive. Because once it's excessive, your heart, where your what? Treasure is. That's Bible. Where your treasure is, your heart is there. And that's why sometimes even in church, you're wondering if anybody will break your house. Your heart. Until nowadays, they build a prison around their house, grill everything. Until they go in with burglar bars, until they go in their own prison that they have built. Ain't that true? Sometimes the grill is not just on the outside. The grill is on the room door. Not just the window, the room door. 2 and 3 lock. And we gather in church and say, God is a protector. God is a shield. Lie you, I tell you, don't believe that. Lest you wouldn't have so much bars on your door. Because if God is my deliverer, do I need a gun to sling? Talk with me here. Do I need a sword to carry and a big knife hide under my coat? Is not the blood enough to cover me? Brethren, is not the blood enough to cover you? If you believe it, say hallelujah. Do you believe it? Tell the very preacher preaching on the pulpit have his gun in his side. Huh? What type of garbage is this? My God. My God. The only deliverer. The only one that can save you is Jesus. No man. Don't put your trust, not even in yourself. The arms of flesh will fail you. You dare not trust your own. May God help us today. May God help us. Run for your life. Cry out like Simon Peter. And Jesus reached out his hand